what you call a man who has everything. A man, and everything he touches turns to gold. Who is universally beloved. Who is gorgeous and has an impossibly glamorous wife. Well, you call him George Clooney.
True.
Ron's here. Proof that accidents do happen. A man who loves spontaneity, as long as he plans it. But don't take my word for it. Let's see what these people have to say.
Oh boy.
Oh, God.
My hair is gone. My hair is gone. My hair is gone. My hair is gone. When I look in the mirror, I get so doggone blue. Because my hair is gone. My hair is gone.
Ron has a perfect head for a totem pole. He wanted long hair,
He had long hair,
but he wasn't satisfied with long hair.
so he shaved his head because he heard bald was hot.
And the way he looks in the morning is the way he looks all day. And he wanted long hair again, so he grew it overnight.
And then he had this gorgeous head of hair.
And then he decided to chop it off again.
He recently bought six bottles of White Rain shampoo.
But he's bald again. Ron's head used to be annoying, but it's growing on me because now I can see into his mind. But you must remember that the good Lord gave all men the same amount of hormones. Now, if you want to use yours to grow hair, that's okay with me.
My hair is gone. My hair is gone.
Hundreds of years ago, vulgarity was common. People were often drunk by noon, and public urination was common. Well, that's at least what Ron told the security guard at the Renaissance Festival. Ron is a true Renaissance fan, meaning that he has no clue what's going on in 2022.
So something interesting about Ron was that quite a while ago he told me the fact that he was here when a certain tree in the Renaissance Festival of Minnesota was planted. Now I'm pretty sure I found the tree, but I'm kind of confused because, you know, Ron, this tree is really, really old. So it begs the question, just how old are you?
You know what they say about men and compensation? Have you seen Ron's Renaissance Fair mast? Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort. Ron. Compensate much?
So Ron, been thinking about a job for you. Once you retire, you know that you're going to need to keep busy.
Take this job. So Ron, retirement sucks. You better start thinking about a job now. This is one of the things you can do when you retire. Stand around, give people crap, and sell pickles. We are looking for volunteers for next year. The pay isn't much, but you get to play with your pickle all damn day.
All right, little buddy. I didn't mean it. I was lying. Don't believe everything the homeless tell you.
The Morris dancers. Something we know that Ron can't do. Sorry.
Nope. Not gonna happen. So, considering Ren Fair in Minnesota is one of your favorite things, I think I found something that you are exceptionally qualified for, especially considering what you've had to deal with across your career.
Take this job and shove it. I ain't working here no more.
Hi, Ron. We understand it's your 65th birthday. And I think I speak for all of us when I say we're surprised you're still alive.
Ron, your mother hated you so much that she would say that rather than celebrate your birthday, it was the anniversary when she lost 6.8 pounds.
Ron, you might be 1 year closer to death, but congratulations that your age has finally caught up to your IQ.
So that's great, Ron. I hope that you survive 65.
Yep.
But we won't really be paying attention. So good luck.
I never paid any attention to Ron growing up. In fact, I didn't even notice that I had a little brother.
Okay, the next item I have is in order to for some of the numbers.
God damn it, Josh, we need to be using some of this technology. If I run the numbers here, you can see.
You really handed me a cash register looking piece of paper and telling me to use technology? What the fuck do you need, an abacus? I brought one for you.
Hey, what are you doing?
Trying to get in the recycling bin.
You're not meant to get in the recycling bin. What do you need?
I put my dividend check in there.
Oh, that's a bad deal.
Goddamn Sherlock. Upper decking my toilet again.
Oh, that's a bad deal.
Ron, are you sure you got the line?
You got it.
Oh, that's a bad deal.
Hey!
My computer's broke.
Looks like it's turned off. Did you try to turn it on or anything?
No.
Let me know if there's any more issues.
Get out of here.
Hey Ron, what are you doing?
Fourth quarter financials.
Hello?
Yeah,
Well, what are you doing?
I'm gonna change the tire.
All right, I think that probably wraps up filming. You should probably get that, put that cigar back, because I don't think he wants that missing.
Put that back.
I was gonna smoke it.
You just put it back in the package and put it back in the humidor so he doesn't know what's missing.
We pulled it out.
Big boss man. Can't you hear me when I call? Big boss man. Can't you hear me when I call? Well, you ain't so big. You just talk.
All right, right there's good. Huh, wonder what I ordered. Merry Christmas to me. Hey Ron, I got a third delivery for you. Jesus Christ. Where would you like these? Oh, will you put them in my car for me? Sure.
Can't you hear me when I call? Well, you ain't so big. You just talk, that's all.
It seems Ron's mind works something like a water wheel. It spins and spins and doesn't get anywhere until finally he gets an idea.
Ron, it's taken a while, but we figured out why you really like to come to the Minnesota Renaissance Festival. It's because it's where you can still get a little tail.
Hey Jews, don't make it bad. Take a sad song and make it better. Remember to mark the doorpost, and then the angel of death will pass over.
Hey Ron Laudner, I hear you have a very special birthday that you are celebrating. I also hear that you might be part Jewish, so I thought I would put you truly to the test. Did you find that you were surprised to discover that wine does not taste like cranberry juice? Do you find that gefilte fish does not turn your stomach just a little bit? Do you think that pickles are actually a wholesome snack? Do you find that when you go to New York City, you are coming back home with 3 bags of hot bagels? Do you also find that everybody in your family speaks just a little bit louder than necessary? And the true test is on the Sunday night after any Jewish holiday. Are you ordering Chinese food? All of those are the true test. But most sincerely, hope you have a wonderful birthday, regardless of what holidays you celebrate. Take care, Ron. Happy birthday.
Hey, old buddy. 65 years old. Oh my goodness. To my buddy Ron, foodie, wino, artist, traveler, just an all-around fun guy. Wishing you a happy birthday, and thanks for being the good friend you are. And you know what they say, Ron, when you turn 60, that check engine light comes on, and when you turn 65, it stays on. Have a great one, buddy.
Here we are at 50th and France. This area always reminds me of my friend Ron. Ron used to have this thick head of blonde hair. Made me kind of jealous. Sort of reminded me of Dolph Lundgren. Anyways, Ron would do a me day. Haircut, massage, pedicure, manicure, I don't know what all. You know, I wish I could remember the name of the place that Ron used to go to at 50th and France. Then he shaved it all off. I don't know if that was a good call. I saw a photo of him recently that kind of reminded me of Uncle Fester. Dolph Lundgren, Uncle Fester. I don't know. Is he lazy? Is he cheap? Maybe he doesn't need a me day anymore. Spa-Ron montage. Happy birthday, Ron. I hope it was a great day. You're a great friend and a great guy, and I just hope you enjoy your day. Oh, P.S. I've got a special gift certificate for a me day at Spa-Ron montage. Happy birthday, Ron.
Happy birthday, Ron. Number... Come again?
You're 65 years old, you're 65 years
I have a 65-year-old brother.
today. You're 65 years old, you're 65 years
Okay,
old.
happy birthday, Ron. And probably the perfect bracket, because I know you better than anyone else on the planet. When you think about it, 8 billion people in the world, and the people who've shared a bedroom with you, I gotta be in like the top 3. But I'm gonna talk about little Ronnie, Tiger, you know, growing up in that house in Rockford. You know, once you get past the fog and cacophony of Three Dog Night and Bachman Turner Overdrive, he's a sweet kid. He's a big-hearted fella. Everybody liked Ron. And, you know, disco came around about the time he graduated high school, but we don't talk about that. But, you know, he was my big brother. He taught me a lot of lessons. You know, think about it. He was a varsity heavyweight wrestler, and I was a spindly little 6th grader. So there was a lot of torture involved, but not that, you know, Spanish Inquisition type torture, more that fun, ha-ha kind of torture. You know, like where he would, you know, just lay on me or suffocate me so I couldn't breathe. You know, which is probably why to this day I can't go into large crowds, you know, like concerts or sporting events, or cram myself into a airplane seat, or go to restaurants or a grocery store, really anywhere where there's that people. But Big Brother passing on lessons, it taught me guerrilla tactics. Like the time I stabbed him in the eye with a pencil and broke the lead off. And of course, I fled to the safety behind Mom's chair, nestled in 6 miles of yarn, while he writhed on the floor in pain. But lessons learned. See, to this day, when he looks in the mirror, he sees that little blue streak in his eye. And, you know, good times. You know, BB gun fights, all the things that little boys do. But, you know, it was that big brother passing on to little brother, that 7.5-year gap. Doesn't sound like much now, but then, yeah. But I suppose in closing, you know, insert hair joke here. I was trying to get it up in the air, but I didn't inherit that mutant superhero gene that allows hair to defy gravity. But Ron, you have a fantastic birthday, 65th birthday. Enjoy your day, you deserve it, and I hope to see you real soon. Happy birthday.
Ron, we'll be friends with you until we're old and senile.
And then we'll be new friends.
Hello? When I think of Ron, I think of Ron's hair. It's a marvel, an architectural marvel. And I'm envious, greatly envious, and glad I got to witness such a pompadour. I think of fantasy football, Omnitel, skating, Colorado Springs, Chef Do-Re-Mi, Laird, fantasy football, golf, boards, Europe, Russian blue cats, fairy houses. I get tired of thinking about Ron's life. I need a nap. Someone with a lot of friends. Father, loving father, husband, son, brother, brother-in-law, cousin, son-in-law, generous employer, nephew, uncle, neighbor. A big life, big life for a big man. Always on the go. Fantasy football, costumes, Chrysler. Always new, always big. And I always love riding in it. Christmas cookies. The rumored Black American Express card. Someone claims to have seen it. Fantasy football. Mostly I think of a big-hearted, generous, kind man who it has been my privilege to call my brother-in-law. Happy birthday, Ron. Or Merry Christmas, or Happy Thanksgiving. Whatever this thing's for. You are the best. Lots of love from all of us here on Cherry Ridge Road. Especially from Jerry.
So, what can I say about Ron? So much to admire. What I admire about Ron is he's a real New Yorker. I mean, he, of course, he studied in Paris, where and he inherited, billions of dollars, as we all know. But even though he was a very wealthy man, he felt the call to serve. And his good friend Ronald Reagan made him ambassador to Austria. And then, of course, he ran, as we all remember, he ran for mayor of New York, a tight race. He did lose to Rudy Giuliani. So I admire his large collection of armor. And what's that? Lauder? No, Laudner. Ron Laud. Oh, sorry. Never mind.
Greetings from Washington, D.C. Here I am looking for the Ron Laudner. Still wandering around the city, looking, but I'll keep you updated. Hope to find Ron. Here we are outside the Organization of American States, still looking for Ron Laudner down in Washington, D.C. Still no Ron to be found, but we're going to keep searching. Here we are outside the Organization of Pan American States, still looking for Ron. Still no Ron to be found, so we're going to keep looking. Washington, D.C., looking for Ron Laudner. We're over by the Federal Reserve Building, which, as you can see, is under construction, but I thought Ron might be here talking with Jerome Powell about the federal discount rate and assessing monetary policy in the United States, but still can't find him. Looking for Ron Laudner. I thought he might be playing with the ducks. Instead, I see somebody trying to retrieve something in the pond here, but it's not Ron. The White House is still looking for Ron Laudner. He was not home, but I'm going to check back later. Here we are back outside the White House, still looking for Ron Laudner. And good morning. We're still in Washington, D.C. on this Sunday morning looking for the Ron Laudner. I thought I found old man Ron Laudner, but it turned out to be old man Abe Lincoln. So still looking for Ron. Do you know where Ron is? Holly, do you know where Ron is? Can you keep it a lookout for the Ron Laudner?
Happy birthday, Ron. While we look for a DeLorean, this is the best we can find. So we're going to start Back to the Future.
Remember Sharper Image? Sky Mall Magazine? Brookstone? Pier 1? And when was the last time you got one of these in the mail? What do all these stores have in common? They're all gone. I used to wonder how these stores went out of business with someone like Ron as a customer. It could only be a case of supreme mismanagement, I thought. Then, deep in the bowels of our house, I found this. Ron finally bought their entire inventory. This is why I won't allow him to go into an IKEA. You are welcome, America. Oh, and World Market? I gotcha.
So Ron Laudner, so much to admire. Where can I start? When I think of Ron, I think of transportation. Ron is somebody who likes to go from point A to point B frequently using the least convenient method of transportation possible. I know that he personally bought a fleet of Segways just to go 100 feet from his office to his house. And, that was a route that could have been done much quicker and frankly much more safely on foot. Also, he's the only person I ever have met, really, who would ever want to own a DeLorean. Now, the DeLorean, I sat in his DeLorean, and it is the least comfortable car ever made. And in fact, you can't even see out of the windshield. It's too small. So I don't know why it would appeal to somebody, but that's Ron for you. And the other thing I think about when I think about Ron are large wooden animals, sub-Saharan animals like giraffes. And I wonder if anyone ever told him that they're not native to Minnesota. You should have had something like maybe a big mosquito or a big loon, but that's Ron for you, always thinking big. So happy birthday.
Oh, I wish I'd been born on some other day, like a hot August night or a morning in May. Why not in September when the corn is so high, or Thanksgiving morning or the 4th of July? But my birthday's on Christmas. What more can I say? Oh, please don't forget me on my special day. My birthday's on Christmas. Man, I hate red and green. It's stealing my thunder, this holiday scene. Yeah, it's stealing my thunder, this holiday scene.
I am outraged. I am outraged. I was not asked to be part of this. This is such a middle child thing, forgotten again. There's the oldest and the youngest, middle child, forgotten.
Not invited.
Not part of it. No, nothing. But I have some stories, just like Chuck. I have stories, but you didn't ask. Oh, but let me share. I can. let's talk about how Ron has a propensity to clean. As a child, he would get a Jag. All of a sudden, whoosh, through the house, we would have to, well, he would clean. And I know I wasn't asked, but I happen to have some props. The first one of which is when he would go on a Jag, clean, and then he left us notes. Here would be a note that that Chuck and I received
Original.
as youth. How about not messing up the house? Pick up your shit after you use it and don't mess up. And then shovel a little. Is that like such an older brother? Somebody who happens to have an inordinate number of 409 and Bounty at the ready. And I'll just tell you, if you've ever had dinner at Ron and Kathy's and you kind of get at the end of the night and like maybe your phone is sitting on the counter or maybe like, you know, some other trinket you have, get it out of the way. Because he's a coming with the 409. And you're going to get it. You're going to get it. So I don't know. I'm just simply, like, we are both just outraged that we weren't asked to be part of this.
I got invited. I'm not outraged at all. Things about Ron that we all know and love, in addition to all his many skills, is his artistic talent. And I think there's no better way to explain that than by his plates that he's done over the years. And you can read some of those.
Mm-hmm. Bonjour. All roads lead to App. Lovely platter.
We love this one. One cannot think well, live well,
Guess
sleep
what?
well if...
Guess what?
Oh, wait.
He didn't do
Wait,
that one.
Is this not yours?
No, he didn't do that one. We bought that one.
Shit. Oh, look at this. Here's one. Lysandras of Riverdale. Would you like to read it to you?
I could be more apologetic. Could you
We're
suck
not
any
those
more?
people. We're not those people.
We're not those people. Just a little something we do.
How are things on the mountain? I couldn't be more apologetic. So just again, more artistry and so forth. So
Never a lack of a platter.
No,
Never
no,
a lack of a
never
platter.
a lack of a platter. We love them.
These
But I want
white
to go back to
platters.
this one. Yeah, the white platters. And then, oh God, there's more here. Of all the platters, the one that we like the most is Happy 65th
Happy birthday.
that's awesome.
You got to process.
I'm stunned
So
in
we-
stunned
now-
silence of what you all mean to me. But you're only 65 once, you're only 64 once, you're only 63 once. But I can always count on you guys to be there, whatever year it is, and I appreciate it very, very, very much. And I just try to shed a little frivolity in everyone's life. So with that, I thank you all very, very much. Happy New Year.
Yay! You're 65 years old, you're 65 years old, you're 65 years old today. You're 65 years old, you're 65 years old, you're 65 years old today. Happy birthday.